Hello, beautiful beings. I want to show you my shirt. So, my oldest daughter gave me this shirt. I added sparkles to the eyes, and the straps weren't long enough. So, my sister had given me a beautiful scarf. So, I took the tassels off of it and added those, and it matches the front absolutely perfect. So, I don't know if you've noticed or not, but when I'm compelled to record a video, it's about what's up in my life and whatever lesson I'm going through. And so the lesson right now, what I'm going through right now is comments. I already made a video about it, but it's just fascinating to me. I've never had this many comments, and it's a really good lesson in staying detached. And if any come up and I start reading them, I can feel the vibe from that person. Well, and obviously the words may not be very kind, but I just stop reading it right away because I don't want to get infected by that person's energy. We're all beautiful beings, but every single person is at a different level of evolution, or really no evolution, just unconsciousness, their own level of conditioning here on planet Earth. So this and some of the comments that I touch that I want to read, well, actually this only happened once. They disappear. I don't know why that is. It absolutely disappeared. And some of the really nice comments that I got, even just a week ago, I went back to read one of them specifically, and I think it was the under the body image one. It was so sweet, and it's gone. It's completely gone. I can see where it starts, and then when I touch on it to read it, it's disappeared. So I have no idea. I'm still learning. So this one that I just a few minutes ago deleted before I got all the way to the bottom, it was like this long. It was ridiculous. It was so long. And the person starts out, since I'm assuming since you, I don't know exactly what it said, but I'm assuming since you're posting your videos on YouTube, you want comments. Well, I don't care. Comment or not. That's not why I'm doing it. I post my videos, so maybe the experiences that I'm going through and my process through it and getting out the other side could maybe help somebody else that's going through something similar. That's the purpose. So this man said, against my better judgment, I'm going to give you my opinion. And he went on to say it was for under the lust lesson in that comment section. I really feel like you led this man on. No shit, man. Yeah. If you would have watched my whole video and even read in the description box underneath there, I owned all of that. It's like people, I guess they just get triggered or something, or they don't pay attention. And if they did pay attention, would they actually get it? Or would they just feel so compelled to give their opinion? Here, take my advice. I'm not using it. I owned all that, and that's what a lesson is for, is seeing our part. So yes, I did see that, and this man and I spoke about how confusing our relationship was. We spoke about it 4 or 5 times. But I've come to find out that this man wasn't confused about it at all. He actually absolutely knew 100% of the time for the last 3 months that he just wanted sex. I didn't know that. I can be a little naive when it comes to that. If a man is showing me affection and love, like when I feel love coming from him and he's being so sweet to me, I get really confused. And so that's why I got confused. And I even told this man, I know I'm going fast. I even told this man, I'm so sorry if it seems like I am teasing you. I don't mean to. I just feel like you're being so loving, and I feel like he's wanting to build something with me, but he never wanted to build something with me. So that's where I finally got to, is I finally realized that. I've always felt a bit younger than my actual physical earth age. I've been like that since I was little, and that's fine. And naivety has been a part of that, but I am definitely outgrowing that because I don't want to get my ass kicked anymore. Being naive gets my ass kicked. It puts me in a position to where I have let people take advantage of me. They're saying it's a very common trait amongst us empaths. We are easy targets we can be very easy targets for narcissists and people that just want to use us because they're attracted to us, because they're attracted to our physical form or our light, or both. So, hey man, why don't you read the description box? I already owned all that shit. So I just don't feel like, and then right after I erased it, I thought, well, maybe I should have told him that, yeah, I understand all of that now, but I don't need to justify myself. I don't need to explain this to people that just don't get it, that didn't absorb the reason that I even was compelled to make the video in the first place, or the ones that won't read the description box, because it seems pretty self-explanatory to me. I feel like I explain things very clearly, but for those that are at a certain level of unconsciousness, they won't get it at all, and that's totally fine. I get that. There's 8 billion people on the planet. Not everybody is going to get where I'm coming from, which is totally fine. So there was this other one that I erased because if it has a very negative vibe, I don't erase them because I'm like, oh my gosh, that hurts so bad. No, none of them are really hurting at all. But it's just like, it's my channel and it's kind of taking out the trash. I just don't want that type of energy on my channel as much as possible. So I delete them. And one of them did make me laugh because I've been called crazy my whole life because I've never fit into the norm. And yeah, why would I want to? And he said, this lady is crazier, and he compared me to some other lady, and and then somebody else liked it. But I am so used to being perceived as crazy because, well, people just don't understand me, and that's fine. I get it. There was a world-renowned psychic, Sylvia Browne. She was the first one that I ever heard say, if people call you crazy, take it as a compliment because you don't fit in with the mainstream. You haven't tried to be like everybody else. I used to try to be like everybody else because it's been very painful to not fit in. but it hasn't been painful for a very long time. So, oh my gosh, I was really going fast. My energy is, I feel very tired, but very, very amped up for some reason. Not in a bad way though, really good. I feel so much better since I've released so much negative energy recently. It's always really incredible to get through a life lesson, just how expansive I feel. Like Abraham Hicks says, I have caught up with my expansion. Ancients, is there anything else we want to talk about? For years now, even if the divine was weeding my people garden and there was some not very pleasant exchanges between myself and I as that person was being weeded out, it's like specifically, for example, I had a childhood friend. We were friends for like 34 years, and shortly after my awakening experience, that ship went down. And I received one last message from her and just barely started reading the beginning of it, and I deleted it because that would have just sent my mind into just a complete total spin out. And I don't need to do that to myself. No, the mind can be a bit curious and it wanted to see, but no, I wasn't going to do that to myself. And I actually saw her a couple weeks ago, and I haven't seen her for a really, really long time. Like 10 years now? Something like that, about 10 years. And I was coming out of a store, and she was coming in with her youngest daughter, which is taller than her now. And her youngest daughter and I, well, both of her daughters, we used to be really close. And I had taught her youngest daughter how to ride a bike when she was 8 years old, shortly before we parted. And so I was coming out, she was going in, and just her reaction was just priceless because I didn't feel any reaction inside of myself at all. That's what happens if you practice presence, your natural state, long enough, then things can't can't knock me off my beam. Things can't shock me as much or give me an adrenaline rush or anything as much as they did before, when I was really just coming from my my persona, my personal identity. So I saw her, she saw me, and literally like her body jumped and she got this like sick, scared look on her face. It just made me laugh for some reason. I laughed and she was just like, "Oh, hi. How are you?" I said, "Great. How are you?" And she said, "Good." I said, "Oh, good." And I said hi to her daughter, and her daughter smiled at me and said hi. And then I noticed right after that that her daughter was liking several things on my Facebook page. That was really, really sweet. Because I got to be friends with her daughter, even though I wasn't friends with her mom anymore. I've been friends with her daughter on Facebook for a long time now, and that made me feel so happy, because it's really sad when you end something with somebody and then the children have to leave your life also. But it's all for everybody's highest good, they're reminding me. So if the divine is trying to weed your people garden, we would love to talk to you about that. I've had a lot of experience with that, and there's definitely a part of the process of letting go is hanging on, and it just takes practice to let go. The more that we let go, they're saying, then the more that we get to see the benefits of letting go, and so that makes it easier. These people just pulled up in their, it's just blinding me. The sun is bouncing off the side of their car. So the more practice we get with letting go, then we get to see how great we feel. And the moment I let go, like I have recently, of this man and his dog, the overwhelming sense of responsibility I had for this dog's well-being, I feel completely free of it. And it's only been 2 days. That's when I know I've absolutely let go, and I just feel so peaceful. I feel so peaceful. So the more I've done that in my life, the better I feel every single time I let go of something that's not for my highest good. saltsongwithmamaG@gmail.com. Love you so much.